Hi, Nicole here, and I'm with my week 4 review. So as a reminder, I'm on a mini 6-week journey, and I want to share with you how this past week went. So from a physical perspective, this past week was actually the easiest week so far. Really easy to stay on plan as far as getting my water in, eating my fruits, vegetables, and protein at meal times, and abstaining from alcohol. Now, I will say though, this was probably the most challenging week from a mindset wise. I know I shared week 2 was pretty stressful, but this past week was really just, oh gosh, it was a challenge. Lots of stress and anxiety related to what's going on in our communities with COVID. And just a lot of fear for, myself, my family, everyone just being healthy or not contracting the COVID-19. So I found that after a few days of just being really irritable and basically being a Debbie Downer, I needed to do something different. So what I did was just took a time to do a list of the 19 things I am thankful for that I found during the COVID experience. And I'm going to share with you these. They're in no particular order. It was just a brain dump kind of exercise. So I'll go through these. The first one is I have a greater appreciation for my husband, my sons, my health, my family's health, just a greater appreciation for when you are feeling well and being healthy. Second, my husband and I were able to have time to teach my son to ride a bike. So back in April when everything was shut down, this gave us time and was truly something special that we both were able to be there and teach him how to ride a bicycle. So we'll treasure that memory forever. We have more opportunity to try new recipes. So oftentimes we kind of get into a little rut of the tried and true ones that we like. This has allowed us to expand things that we enjoy cooking and plan to enjoy going forward. 4, I got to meet more of my neighbors. So again, this goes back into the springtime when back in April with great weather, folks were out walking. So even though we were distant from each other, we were able to say hello and introduce ourselves. So like on days like today, when it's 50 degrees in Ohio on a December day and you're out walking, I can recognize more faces and I just feel safer in my community knowing my neighbors. 5, COVID taught me I can't drink my problems away. Just a very, very helpful lesson to learn. 6, I have learned that showing my son a map and teaching him about a map and about the different parts of the countries and researching those and creating our travel dream list can be a really fun exercise. My extended family has finally learned how to Zoom and FaceTime, which is something that I've always desired in years past, especially years ago when I lived in Chicago. It's really nice to be able to meet with folks regularly and see them and chat with them and catch up. 8, I was finally able to have some quality time with my father. So a couple weeks ago, as those who watched the video know, a little bit of a health crisis. It was not a preferable way to spend that time, but it still allowed that one-on-one quality time. My husband and I have learned that we like to play board games, my son as well. So I will say the game of Sorry is winning in our household as a favorite right now. We finally signed up for Netflix and Hulu, so we had the time to analyze, how we were spending our money related to entertainment. We got rid of cable and joined these 2 streaming stations. So I have discovered Handmaid's Tale, The Crown, and of course we watched The Tiger King. I've read some really great books. United States of Anxiety is a great one I highly recommend, the North and South series, and then I'm tackling the Harry Potter series with my son. I have been able to recognize more when I need to take a break from news and technology. So that has been a very big win and has actually allowed my family to carve out more space when we're just spending time together versus on our phones or tablets and things like that. 13, have a great appreciation for those in the community that are struggling. So it's allowed me to step outside of our little comfort zone and recognize where there are challenges for others and how we can help with that. 14, I've realized I'm not a teacher. I have a greater appreciation for teachers and the bus drivers and administrators and all of those who devote their time and energy to taking care of our children and educating them. So much more, a greater appreciation, and I thank all of you. 15, I have written more letters to family and friends in the months past than I have in years combined. So it has been a really great process that I've discovered that I really enjoy, and hopefully those that are on the receiving end do as well. 16, I've learned that I have such a great appreciation for getting a highlight. I have found that highlights can truly brighten your day. So all you stylists out there, thank you. I have had more opportunity to purge closets, and in that I've discovered that I can definitely live with less, and I need to be more intentional about the clothes that I invest in going down the road. I have learned that I absolutely love and appreciate Orange Theory. I absolutely do not work out as hard on my own, so I love that environment, and hope if you haven't checked it out that you will. And lastly, I have learned that I have missed my large family gatherings. So down the road, when things turn back more to normal, that we'll have a greater appreciation for those things. So my intention for the week coming up is to continue just really trying to focus on the positive things that can come from a challenging environment, and learning from that, documenting it. You know, I anticipate years down the road we'll look back and this will be a blip on the radar. But right now it's just, it can be overwhelming. So if you are struggling or feeling the stress and anxiety, I encourage you to do this type of exercise and keep those things front of mind. It really does help things be better for at least a time being. So until we chat next week, I hope you live new, stay healthy. And if you want to hear about my ventures down the road, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. Take care, live new.